twice after watching that both of them were shite. It was one of the worst heavyweight title fights I have ever seen. It was bullshit. Come on! I violate both of them on the same night. Fucking shite. Get your fucking checkbook out, because the Gypsy King is here to stay.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So what you just heard was the voice of undefeated, two-time heavyweight world champion, British superstar boxer, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Tyson Fury, he weighed in on tonight's heavyweight unification showdown. Tyson Fury, 32 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 23 wins by way of knockout. He is 32 years of age, 6'9" with an 85-inch arm reach, okay? Tyson Fury, he weighs in on fellow countryman, two-time Olympic gold medalist, two-time unified heavyweight world champion, British superstar boxer Anthony Joshua, losing. Anthony Joshua, 24 wins, 3 losses, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout, 32 years of age, 6'6" with an 82-inch arm reach. He lost for the second straight time to Olympic gold medalist, two-division undefeated world champion, former cruiserweight undisputed world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer, and OLEKSANDR USYK, who is now the unified heavyweight world champion, and he defended his unified titles after defeating Anthony Joshua in September of last year. He did so again, split decision. Now, I thought it was a unanimous decision for OLEKSANDR USYK, but it turned out to be a split decision. OLEKSANDR USYK is now 20 wins, no losses, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout, 35 years of age, 6'3" with a 78-inch arm reach, okay? So Tyson Fury, he holds the World Boxing Council, okay? Tyson Fury, he defeated Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC American heavyweight world champion, superstar boxer, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, okay? Deontay Wilder's 42 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 41 big wins by way of knockout. He is 36 years of age, 6'7" with an 83-inch arm reach. So with that said, Tyson Fury, he defeated Deontay Wilder October of 2021. Then he knocked out fellow countryman in heavyweight title contender Dillian the Body Snatcher White, British superstar heavyweight title contender Dillian White. He knocked out Dillian White in their fight. So Tyson Fury, obviously, he holds the World Boxing Council's WBC title, and everybody wants to see Tyson Fury in the undisputed match, okay, with the winner of this fight. Anthony Joshua, he bust out in tears at the post-fight press conference, and what you heard was Tyson Fury take to social media and address this loss for Anthony Joshua. And Anthony Joshua, he stated that he had a lot of pressure on his shoulders, okay? He was doing this for the British fans that wanted to see both their countrymen face off against each other for undisputed, okay? And it was a lot of pressure on him. Then you had Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn, absolutely ripping and Tyson Fury, saying that, Anthony Joshua is not like Tyson Fury. He don't do what Tyson Fury do. He didn't go ahead and fight 2 cupcakes in Tom Swartz and Otto Wallin, right? Wow, that's an absolute shot at Otto Wallin. Now, the Tom Swartz fight I can understand, but Otto Wallin is a pretty good fighter, right? But at the time, we didn't know how good of a fighter Otto Wallin was. But with that said, Eddie Hearn said that, Tyson Fury is not a role model, not a stand-up guy, and he would want his kids to look up to Anthony Joshua. He would never want his kids to follow in the footsteps of a Tyson Fury. So Eddie Hearn goes in. So you hear Tyson Fury say, get your checkbooks out and let's make it happen, right, to OLEKSANDR USYK, right? Usyk is a southpaw, slick guy, slick boxer, good timing, accuracy, combination together well. In my opinion, wasn't his greatest performance tonight. I thought his performance in the first fight was better than tonight. I thought Anthony Joshua's performance tonight was better than his first fight, okay? So I thought Anthony Joshua hurt OLEKSANDR USYK a few times, especially to the body, and he just didn't capitalize on it, right? He allowed Usyk off the hook. He let him off the hook, okay? And because he let him off the hook, Usyk was able to, weather the storm and get the victory. So with that said, Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk is the fight to be made. Tyson Fury, obviously, you never know what's to come of Tyson Fury, right? He announced that he was retiring, then he announced that he's coming back. Now he's telling him to get his checkbook out. The Gypsy King is here to stay. So he's always topsy-turvy, and you never know, like I said, what you're going to get from Tyson Fury at all whatsoever. You know what I mean? And, but this is good news for the heavyweight division. Deontay Wilder will be back October 15th against Robert Helenius at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Tyson Fury, I gather, what are we, August? So I gather Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk by the end of the year for Undisputed. Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius will be, for the WBC mandatory position. You also have September 4th, in a few short weeks, you're going to have Luis King Kong Ortiz, heavyweight Cuban superstar title contender, who was knocked out twice by Deontay Wilder. He'll be taking on former unified heavyweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer who created history, becoming the first Mexican heavyweight world champion by defeating Anthony Joshua. That'll be September 4th. So it looks like you'll possibly get Deontay Wilder versus the winner of Andy Ruiz and Luis Ortiz. Deontay Wilder, he came out and he stated that, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua tried to secure a fight with him, right now because they knew Anthony Joshua was going to lose, and it's a business first. So they was trying to line up a big fight for Anthony Joshua to get him back on track, to put him back in that title contention, should he lose tonight. And what better way than to make a massive fight with Deontay Wilder, and he'd be, let's say he victorious against Deontay Wilder. Well, that will put him back in the limelight. So Deontay Wilder came out and said it's a business. That's what they was trying to do. But he's going to look to fight the winner of Andy Ruiz, Luis Ortiz. Now, with that said, I'm sure Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk is going to be a 2-fight deal. So the winner of Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius and Andy Ruiz and Luis Ortiz and all these other fighters are going to have to take a back seat, because I'm almost certain that it's going to be a rematch clause for Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, right? Which is ironic. The ironic part is Oleksandr Usyk is co-promoted by Eddie Hearn, right? So now you're going to have two rivals have to come together. Queensberry Promotions CEO, legendary promoter in the UK, Frank Warren, and Eddie Hearn going to have to come to the table and do some business. Now, Oleksandr Usyk, Igis Klimas, he plays a huge part, the manager of Oleksandr Usyk, and he's also the manager of Olympic 2-time gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko. He's also the the manager for him. So Igis Klimas plays a major part in what's to come of Oleksandr Usyk, and I'm sure he'll be the one negotiating the fight with Tyson Fury, because Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn don't have the best of relationships. So we'll see. Looks like at the end of the year, I'm gathering sometime in December, you'll see these two guys face off against each other. Seeing as though Oleksandr Usyk just fought, we're at the end of August. I don't see him coming back in November. That would mean he would have to go in camp right now, and prepare for Tyson Fury. I don't see that happening. Now, as far as the fight itself goes, I think Tyson Fury wins the fight. I think that Usyk's slickness, southpaw stance, ability to box, and his quickness, we'll see him, give Tyson Fury problems. But ultimately, I think that Tyson Fury is going to win the fight. He's 6 inches taller than Oleksandr Usyk. He has a 7-inch arm reach advantage over Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk weighed 220 pounds. Tyson Fury is going to be 270 pounds. He's going to be 50 pounds heavier than him. It's like a whole 2 weight classes above Oleksandr Usyk, right? Anthony Joshua is extremely bigger than Usyk at 6'6", with 82-inch arm reach at 240 pounds. Tyson Fury is 3 inches taller than Anthony Joshua, 3-inch arm reach over Anthony Joshua, and he weighs 30 pounds heavier than Anthony Joshua. So Tyson Fury is a much bigger guy than even Anthony Joshua, right? And he's much more nimble on his feet. Anthony Joshua is more robotic. He's more fun. He's fundamentally sound. Tyson Fury is more awkward. You know, he's unpredictable. You know, he's very tough to deal with. It's hard to time him. You know, extremely long arms, power in his hands, quick feet. That's going to be a problem for Usyk. See, Usyk, when dealing with these big, slow guys, his mobility, his southpaw stance, his ring IQ plays a major part. But when you're dealing with Tyson Fury, who has a high ring IQ but is nimble on his feet, right? He can move around the ring. He knows how to fight tall. He knows how to fight on the inside. That's going to be a problem for Oleksandr Usyk. But we got to see how this plays out. Can't wait. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all in one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like your shitty videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.